Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here. Hopefully you're having an awesome Friday, getting ready for the weekend or doing whatever, hanging out with friends, playing Pokemon Go, which is what I'm actually doing right now when this video is going live. But nonetheless, I wanted to get out a third video today, and I actually noticed this a few days ago. And it's a trick how you can use the motorcycle physics that apply in the stunt races in Grand Theft Auto Online and actually transfer them over to free mode, which is pretty useful because it essentially will allow you to have an unlimited ability to never fall off your motorcycle in free mode, which is insane. So I know some of you guys might be asking yourself, Mr. Boss, what are you talking about right now? That sounds crazy. So if you've never played one of the Grand Theft Auto Online motorcycle stunt races, you'll know that you have properties unlike what you see in regular free mode, meaning you can run into walls, you can run into objects, you can run into other players, you can land on your side and land on your head, and you'll still, for the most part, survive. Now, there are some circumstances where if you completely land upside down, you'll fall off. But for the most part, you've got an invisible seat belt basically that's keeping you stuck to your bike. And that is without a doubt a characteristic that is really only applied to the stunt races. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys this harmless glitch, which I think is really cool, that will allow you to take the stunt races features of the bike and apply them into free mode, basically giving you the ability to never fall off your motorcycle again, which is kind of cool. Okay, so just to prove that this isn't like a bug that only has to do with the new motorcycles or, is something along those lines, if you were to just drive one of the normal motorcycles or one of the DLC ones out from your garage and you ran into another object or another player, you would fall off. Very traditional of every motorcycle. So this is not a special feature of the BF400 or the Western Gargoyle. It doesn't have anything to do with that. Or you could use an old bike too, the Bati 801. You're still going to fall off if you hit an object. So in order to do this, what you're going to need to do is to go into your garage and select the bike you want to use and that you want to not be able to fall off of. So you can choose, like I said, any one you want, the Gargoyle, BF400, an old bike, Bati, Akuma, whatever you want. As long as it can be used in the stunt races, that's all you have to do. So from there, you want to obviously take your bike out, just sit in the free mode session for about 30 seconds is what I recognized worked the best. And then from there, you want to go ahead and start up a stunt race. Now, for me, I found the best results when I did this by myself. Obviously, you can do them by yourself. It'll go quicker. And what you want to do, and this is important, you need to choose the bike in the stunt race that you brought out of your garage. That's the only way this is going to work. I actually messed that up a little bit later on, and I'll show you what happens if you do that. So basically, once you do that, all you need to do is complete the race. I'm not exactly sure which one I did. I know it was 2 or 3 minutes long or something like that. I think I fell off once or twice, or I accidentally missed a checkpoint. So it took me a little bit longer than normal. But once you finish the race, what you then need to do is simply go to free mode. So in the job option choice, you can select replay or choose another job. Just go into free mode. And once you go into free mode, if you've done this correctly, you should spawn with not only the bike you took out of your garage, but also the bike that you used in the race. And if you've done everything correctly, you should notice that the vehicle kind of physics or the motorcycle physics that were in the stunt races are now applied to your bike in free mode, and you won't be able to fall off. So as you can see right here, I am intentionally trying to run into things, trying to knock myself off this bike, and I cannot do it. I cannot fall off the bike whatsoever. Everything I run into, it just does not work, which creates this really cool effect of just being able to hit anything, run into every sort of wall. I mean, I even do the craziest jumps and stunts and trying to go off various things. I can't fall off the bike. So I think this is an extremely cool glitch, and what's also great about it is harmless. I mean, you're not going to hurt anyone by doing this. It doesn't give the bike any super speed effect or anything like that. It's simply just given a different effect in free mode where you're basically never going to be able to fall off of it, which is kind of unique. So you can use that to freak out your friends. You could say, hey, bet I can run into this wall at 1,000 miles an hour and I won't fall off. and they'll probably take that bet and you'll slam into the wall and you'll be fine. You'll be like Evel Knievel himself. You won't have any scratches on you. So that's something you can do that's pretty cool. I'm sure you guys can also find some pretty good uses for this, especially as far as stunting goes. I know there's a huge stunting community out there that would love the ability to never fall off your motorcycle while trying to do tricks. So I think there's a ton of great uses for this. I'm sure you guys will ultimately come up with more. Now let's talk about if you mess up like myself. So if you bring a certain bike out of your garage, but then you use a different one in the race, and then when you go back into free mode, it's the one you came in the garage with, it's not going to work. So you have to line up all three things. You have to start with the motorcycle you want, use it in the race, and then make sure when you go into free mode that it is the exact same one. That's the only way it's going to work. And I know this is a glitch from the stunt creator, because if you just go pick up a random bike off the street and you try to do the exact same thing, it's not going to work. So the properties are applied to the bike, not your character. So that's why you have to be careful when selecting it, and you have to make sure that it's the right one. But as I mentioned, you could do it with any bike. You could do it with Bati, Akuma, one of the new ones. So I don't really think it matters. All you have to do is make sure you do everything properly in the stunt race. So I thought this was obvious, but I figured I would tell you guys anyways. This is not a permanent thing that sticks to your character. As I mentioned, if you switch lobbies or if you do another stunt race or do another job, this is going to wear off. So that's why, again, I consider it harmless, because it can only be done in the certain lobbies and with that certain bike, and doesn't give any other special properties other than it allows you to hang on and basically never fall off, which is super cool. So again, I thought that was obvious that it doesn't transfer over lobbies. It is not permanent, but I wanted to include this in the video just in case some of you guys might have been confused. So anyways, I wasn't planning on doing 3 videos today, but I discovered this glitch and I haven't seen really anyone else talking about it. And I think it's relatively new, because these are physics that are only found in the stunt races where like you cannot fall off the motorcycle. I think that's something Rockstar did to prevent people from just having to get up and down and off their bike all the time doing these crazy races, making them a little bit more fluid, and you can get those physics to apply over to free mode as well, which is kind of cool. So let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comment section down below. If this video was helpful for you, be sure to drop it a like, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.